Hi everyone, my name is Shubhangi Sarunke and we are at the third chapter of highway engineering, that is construction of the road pavement for a 16 marks. Till now we have studied the type of the road material, the test on it, definition of the pavement, different type of pavements, the structure components of the pavement and the functions. Then we have seen the earthen road, stabilized road, then the construction of WBM road, merit and demerit of WBM road. Then we have seen the constructions of flexible pavement, that is the bitumen road, the type of bitumen roads, then the different type of coats used on the bitumen, and then merit and demerit of bitumen road. And now we are going to see the last part of the third chapter, that is the construction of cement concrete road. Also we are going to see the construction joints, filling and sealing material, and merit and demerit of the cement concrete road. What is a cement concrete road? The road having its varying surface consists of cement concrete slab. Whether it will be a plain or reinforced is known as cement concrete road. As you can see in the diagram, the layer used in the cement concrete road is only three layer. That is a subgrade, sub-base course, and the last one is a concrete road slab. Means whichever load has been taken by a cement concrete road slab. As you can see in the diagram, this is our cement concrete road. So let me start with the advantages and disadvantage of the cement concrete road. What is the advantage? The lifespan of such a road is more. Obviously you can see the lifespan of the cement concrete road is from 25 to 30 years. Then they are strong and durable and are unaffected by a weathering agency. Obviously you can see that the because the cement concrete road is strong and it is more durable, it can resist any traffic load. Therefore its lifespan is also more. Also it get very less affected by weather condition. Then it can be designed more accurate for the load distribution. Yes, we can design more accurately than any other road for distribution of the load. Then they give a good visibility at night. It reflect the vehicular light very good, so we can see the road at night. Therefore the night vision of this road is good. What is the disadvantage of the cement concrete road? The initial cost of construction is high. Obviously, whatever material we require for this or whatever the labors we require, the labor should be semi-skilled so that they can handle our concrete well and they can place a concrete well. Not only that, the equipments we require for a construction of cement concrete road, that is also advanced. The labors whichever been required, that should be a skill or they should be semi skilled. Then the next is skill supervisor as well as the skill workmanship is required, as I have discussed previously. Then it can't be open to traffic earlier as it required the long time for curing. Obviously if you see any other road that can be open to a traffic within a day or within a 2 days, but if you consider the cement concrete road, we at least need a 7 days for a curing. Then only we can open it to a traffic. So obviously we can't open this road early when traffic. So this is the main disadvantage. Then the method of construction of cement concrete road. There are three methods, that is alternate bay method, continue bay method, expansion joint and a strip method. We will study one by one. The first is the alternate bay method. In the alternate bay method, there is a single lane and double lane. If it is for a single lane, if the road is a single lane, it is divided into a suitable bay. What is bay? If you see this block between the roads, that is known as a bay. The cement concrete road is made up of bays. This bay can be of 6 meter to 8 meter of length. If in a single lane, how we are going to construct in an alternate bay method? In a single day, we are going to, as you can see in the diagram, in a single lane, we only consider a one lane. If we only consider one lane, we are going to take A, B, C, D. If we are considering only A, B, C, D, in a single day, first we are going to construct a bay A and C. Then on a second day, we are going to construct B and D. So this is a alternate bay method for a single lane road. For a double lane road, how we are going to construct it? That is, the construction work is carried out in a odd day of a one lane and the even day of the other lane. The construction of the next bay is carried out after the earlier bay dry out. If it is a double lane, as you can see in the diagram, then how we are going to construct it? You can see in a double lane, the base A, B, C, D and A dash, B dash, C dash and D dash. In that, in a one day, we are going to construct A, B dash, C and D dash. After drying out this, after curing this, we are going to construct A dash, B, C dash and D. At this, like this, we are going to construct cement concrete road in a double lane method. Now the next method is continuous bay method. The continuous bay method is also known as a strip method. In this method of construction, all the slab or all the bay of the strip are constructed continuously without any break from one end to other. In a continuous bay method, the construction joints are provided when the day work is not and at the specific joint. As you can see in the diagram, this is a continuous bay method. In a continuous bay method, we will continuously construct the bay like A, B, C, D as you can see in the diagram. We are going to continuously construct first A, B, C. If our construction work will end or a day will end in middle of the construction work, that is if we are constructing a D bay and if our day is end at the D work in the middle of D work, then we are going to provide there a construction drawing so that from the next day we can continue from that joint, but the pay which we provide over there, that will be continue, but the in between the construction joint has been provided. So this is all about your method of construction of cement concrete road. Now we are going to see the construction of cement concrete road. First we are going to preparation of subgrade. How we are going to prepare the subgrade? If there is any trees, if there is any scrubs or trees present on that ground, what we are going to clear it. After clearing that, we are going to give a require or a design camber to a subgrade. After that, the provision of subbase. In the provision of subbase, what we are going to do? We are going to heat the various material. We are going to provide the subbase of the boulders or a design material. After providing a subbase with an required design camber, then we are going to placing the form. What is form? Form is nothing else than a formwork. Obviously, for a cement concrete road, we need a formwork. Then we are going to place the formworks wherever we require. After formwork, watering the prepare subgrade and subbase. After placing the formwork, we are going to water the subgrade and subbase. After watering the subgrade and subbase, we are going to batching of material. Batching of material means we have to batch the material with the required quantity. Whatever quantity we require of different material, we have to remove it. We have to heat it separately. After heating separately, then we have to mix it. That is batching of material and mixing. Then that material has been transported and placing of concrete. That material has been transported to a side, and then we are going to place our concrete. After placing a concrete, we have to compact that concrete with the help of vibrator. After compacting the concrete, then we have to use then we have to do floating. How we are going to do the floating? The floating has been done by and wood, a slab like it is made up of the wood. That wood, what will that wood will do? The wood will float on the concrete. After floating on that concrete, if there is any voids, that will be removed with the help of this wood. Then we will do a belting. What do you mean by belting? Belting means even though we are using a floating means even though we are using the floating to smooth the surface of our concrete, in some place it is not possible to smooth the surface, so at that place we are using a belting. Then belting, after belting we will keep it for some days, and then we will do a brooming. What brooming will do? Brooming means scratching the surface of the concrete. After scratching the surface of the concrete, that is known as a brooming. Then we will do edging. Edging means after scratching the surface of a concrete, if there is any defect on the edges, then we have to repair the defects, and after edging we will keep it for a curing. Curing can be for a 7 days, for 28 days, for 48 days, but for the road the curing is only for a 7 days. Then the filling of joints and edges, because there is a joint, because cement concrete road is made up of a bay, so there will be a joint between each base, so we have to fill that joint, so that the water will not go inside the different layers of the road. So we will fill that joint, and then we will do the edging, and then our road is open for our traffic. So this is a long procedure, and this is a long construction step for the road, and it is very important, and also you need an experienced worker for construction of this type of a road. Now we are going to see a various type of the construction joints, or various type of the cement concrete joints. Why we provide joint? Why it is essential? Let me see it. The joints are essential in a concrete road to allow for expansion, contraction of the slab due to temperature, because a cement concrete road can't change the shape. So whenever if there is any change in the climate, so that change in the climate should be allowed in the material. If we allow to change the shape to a some extent, then also we require some space for that, and that space is given by our joint. Therefore we provide a joint for a slab to expand or contract according to the temperature, according to weather condition. The day work is not ended at the Pacific joint in order to make a proper bond between the old and new construction work of the road slab. Also, we provide a joint where the day work has been ended. If the day work is not end at Pacific joint, then we have to provide there a new joint, and that new joint is provided because for the leveling purpose, so that if we construct a previous day, if we constructed one bay, then whatever bay we are going to construct today, that should be at the same level. The level of both the bay should be at the same level. Therefore we are also constructing this joint. Then the type of joint, there are two type of main joint, that is your longitudinal joint and transversal joint. You can see in the diagram, there is a longitudinal joint and there is a transversal joint. First we will see about the longitudinal joint. As you can see in the diagram, the longitudinal joint is throughout the length of the road at the center. That is the longest joint which you can see, that is your longitudinal joint, and the contraction joint is on the 90 degree of the longitudinal joint. Expansion joints are usually on the edges of the on the edges or on the edges of the bridges. You can see there is also an contraction joint. There is also an expansion joint, and on the expansion joint we use dowel bars. So let me see what is a longitudinal joint. The joints provided in the longitudinal direction between the two strips of the road slab when the pavement width exceeds 4.5 meter. If the width of the road is more than 4.5 meter, we have to use a longitudinal joint in between the two bays, and that joint throughout the length of the road is known as a longitudinal joint. The joints act as a hinge and its help in maintaining the two portions of the slab together at the same level. What this joint will do? Obviously, this joint will help both the bay to be at the same level. Also, at the same time, it will help to expand, and also it will help to contract according to a temperature change. Then type of longitudinal joint. The very first joint is a plain butt joint. It is a very simple type of joint. The plain butt joint is formed by simply painting the joint face with the seal compound. It is the simplest type of the longitudinal joint. You can see in this diagram, in both the side there is a bay, and in between you can see there is a joint which has been sealed with the help of sealing material. Then the next type of longitudinal joint, that is a butt joint with a tie bar. In this we are using a tie bar. You can see in the diagram in between there is a tie bar. What tie bar will do? A tie bar will help both the bay to be at the same level, and the joint which are in between that, this bin can be filled with the help of sealing material. This type of longitudinal joint, the tie bar of 12 to 15 meter diameter are provided in between it. The tongue and grovel wrap joint. You can see as in the diagram. You can see in the diagram the joint is like a tongue. Okay, what this type of joint is very much important. Why? Because this type of a joint, a tie bar is inserted between the two strips with a key. You can see the one type is like a lock, and second bay is like a key. When it will attach with each other, obviously the deflection is very less. At the same time, if deflection is happening, then the tie bar, what tie bar will do? The tie bar will not allow both the bays to be at a different level. So the tie bar will bring both the bay at the same level. Then the next type of a joint, that is a transversal joint. The joints provided in the transversal direction of the road slab maximum at the 5 meter interval is known as transversal joint, where we provide a transversal joint at the 90 degree of our longitudinal joint. The main purpose of this type of joint is to allow the expansion, contraction, and wrapping of road slab, thus prevent the development of crack in the transversal direction, because this joint will provide the bay or to provide the slab for expansion, for contraction, or change shape and size because of the temperature change. Then the crack will not form on the road, so this will prevent in formation of crack in the cement concrete road. The type of transversal joint. First is the expansion joint.